wonso waba platform no so Kwesi Alonso ukutem oho Mfanfo Douglas enso abaso yenua son Ramsey David oho sanso lucrative Nunana CK wonso wo platform no so amunyina no Starboy Mate wonka enso on tibe bia wo bia no welcome on board John Yen na yendi enkomo na bibia so ntumi nkoso live on Sompa 93.1 ewo Facebook ni so ndi nkomo wonim sa Nyankopon ya adoma ye dachena ana ye dia friends say UEFA Conference League grand finale ne bekoso ewo bi man so Poland abonten so na ye di kan edi nkomo bebre edi achero so Conference League no wonim sa bobo kwa ne tadi Repetis and Chelsea enso enepo na so say dia min second and some opinion ne edi aya Ifan aya Peliho ono anabeo aya center as a center referee no wetinem na wahwe na kense no so tum aya kama anti video na wohwe no Sompa TV video na wohwe no Facebook no so no aya we ye Poland abonten so interesting areas and ye edition and of course this is the trophy ye kwa kopre ho na bibia so atumi akos nanim na bibia so atum aya kama anti Chelsea boboko no medical akomo nsam dia chotata se Chelsea akwakotu and no pen so me te ho de ma se club and it had Real Betis wo mo so akwakotu ama ye so videos ne pictures ni ade enyina enso ade trel enso eho eno ayade etotwe na no pay yate eho nsam agotonde pa na bibia so atuma ye kama afi ko na yende nkomo kakra opinion ne ten ade Ruben Amorim mam Amorim picture no na menten nkomo live on Sompa 93.1 opinion so akwakotu o me friends from Malaysia aye Kuala Lumpur mpotemo a chase o mu wa kense po nyame ya atuma sa game no be koso eno so ye chena ana game no ekoso anu be den na Manchester United boss no at the Ato Powerhouse enim sir and I closed that chapter last season chapter no over Ojidi season no was bad season was terrible and for some call final of the UEFA Europa League but Ojidi season na or the two obianim so no coach ya fansa Ruben Amorim no and they unrest or kwako yadwuma enti and they womra nkofo eko break ebinom eko holidays ni atano or no Ruben Amorim there or say I don't need rest and no aye coach in summer or the twaso and day ni ate won sam awoto de am yetie for agbotumete no so or so be break players ni kakra but ono nkasa se manager our lot of office adwuma awo so here enti I don't need rest and we Mr. Ruben Amorim and some of their two powers in him and they go so I did some awoto de pa na bibia so tuma konanim afimen twaso ngramon samfo from say we Ruben Amorim say opening no saying our two plan for the season 1 year we always prepare two plans, one with the UEFA Champions League and one without a UEFA Champions League. We don't need a big squad. We can control the squad in a better way. Sebani said a Timino squad endorse one. Or better control it better. Sebani says Timino I qualify for UEFA Champions League. And Canada I was say when his squad kakra it's just a competitions no more. But and Manchester United any other competition be about away Europe abonten so and and I was somehow according to players like I said and your coach and the thing I think Ruben Amorim in summer or the two eternal na say prince den na managers no ya no problem ye den ananwa na Pep Guardiola say some man players bebre adwuma no bejai Ruben Amorim say ono so squad kitwa bi eno no pe de aye adwuma na bibia so atuma ye kama na me pacho Amorim bebe wiekra no Grace mami mra mukodu Kuala Lumpur announcer Malaysia no not mean good enunie we a team hotel supporters ever in their numbers omo pa some be support club no on their arrival na no and say it is amazing to see even in difficult season to see how many supporters attended our arrival. Now, and no, you're running in some no, and don't tell us how big a club in Essex City or see the supporters who came to meet us at the airport, the supporters who came to meet us at our team hotel, tells you that it tells you how big this club is. And no, I am Rupin Amorim. And some of the two can say, nay, I do a candy players, no, Obia by just one player, and a plenty or no, and to South Canby. Yanko Ponya, my channel game, no, I have 145. British summertime, not just a Ghana time, and all. I have 145 the same time, and all. And I came in the super tobacco, so I don't want some. I want to answer to me the bar. Let me be also at me back to the UEFA Conference League. Min conquer this uncommon fan through all. Now, Fiminti and one tap and fan through 110. With himself 2021, 2022, and yeah, the maiden edition of the Conference League. The part of the Tensa Roma and the final, the boy Romania Bontenso, AS Roma as a 1-0. Oh, granted. And so at Nicolo Zaniolo Mubakaya on a set only goal 2022-2023 West Ham United and the Fiorentina boy I'm a West Ham as a Fiorentina 2-1 Obakia 2023 and 2024 last season na Olympiacos Fiorentina and no Olympiacos as a Fiorentina 2 pacho wamuso as a 1-0 our Portugal abontenso and omodidi sakru and this so and this is the fourth time but UEFA Conference League final. The very first time, yenya Italian club so no so echo final ho. Na me patro Grace stadium na host final no. Nyame yatuma final stadium no na yendi unkomo kakra we I am very close stadium. Good, the other some part television no and no a one na Chelsea game no and so betuma cost na bibian so na tuma yenika na and no and a Chelsea player anything and it Joshua Champon no utumusa Ghana ni me patro kra no at the two just I'm really excited to be I am potentially part of this history making club. And a team no and so a Babaji trophy. Wamujin sat a yentanya at Bibiaba Koye at the Chelsea Football Club. Or show you 100% focus. I have 100% faith. Timono, wamu sesamo, wamu preparation to start the any other game. And I Joshua Champon and some other two channel pay. And you go try then some out of the tier for until there was show some part television national and Kurani Mienu and Chelsea. A promo to from academy, Josh Achampon, and the Accra friend said Tariq George, and I was from live on Sumpa, television also, and also on some of the Swapa, conference league, Bambi Pacho, Papa Grace, Mama Gray friends Iglitar, and Rock Ocodina. Ono and I the new sporting director at the club by your friends AC Milan and an announcement and also a betoja and a patch of the attorney so no some video na was also part television is now way I am penny for me and son and Omuko dinner and ra around the day at the Iglitar medical their 20 so no and I had the newly appointed sporting director from Ayomia friends Albania. And what Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Ibrakadabra, or no so no hobby. Oranity at the Giorgio Feloni, or no, I CEO, Chief Executive Officer at the AC Milan, and of course, Mr. Godfrey, I am Okada, Sam Penny 49, and Amukoye Dina, no, and I say, Omukatras Ekeka Manukakra, and this is the rival. And now not just Omukwa no, and I will show some part television so just after no and AC Milan released this statement. AC Milan announces that it has entrusted the role of sporting director of the first team to Iglitar, who will report to the club's CEO. Giorgio Feloni, born in Valona, Albania on 25th of July 1973. In the AC Milan Fonone, Wama a confirm and so at the amount powerhouse and no young summer tocha and not ten on Mammy already did Max Allegri. Mammy the picture was some party in so they said the means I can say for many at the Rosenaries who could AC Milan football club winner. Don't want to so going to tell Max Allegri or no and they bet to my yet as a head coach for the club when we discuss up anyway and they nyafi and I'm for manager bia as a tried and error as on Sadanya Tenibita afi no mo ba be so no bobra hwani ate omo a proven track record coacher or what sa credential no betuma ye atuma edam betuma ne tedi AC Milan and ayen some ne so to twendate ayagusede nsam agotonde pa na bibia nso atuma ye kama me pa to Stuttgart boboko no mamo omo see you when mami player na as goalkeeper no mami ayen no mami ntino ho komo kakra ye fan Nick na Nick no ana see wa efense Alexander aye Vera ede to powers anim so obia ni wa ba ni good the wohwe no so mpa television so no oso obia mba ni mo say obepa did boy what report said the powerhouse can Sabayan phone express interest what is a clubs nibi every UK expressing interest but also officially no one has called us and I firmly believe that no one will call us or jidisa nyado bianso be from and to obeto so kan adama club by fans VFB Stuttgart wo Germany abonten so and no answer yen somebody be helper this morning yegusuade in samanon and me atie for abodwumade we so afimi ko pastor bobo kona so kakra akwa kodin komo wonim so wura the thing at the hands data flick and no ope a visit to La Masia of the city wo mo okwhia nkura ni nyina ogdeto wo manim say a messenger odema wo munye and said the future of Barca eshamumu nsam Moyira Mohunya Juma, simple message and opinion at the command La Masia, aye encorano, and no aye de etota, and so ho, no or catch almost a pre-season, no, and cranny bu are dotuanano, a benya quenya abeson babrahe, I want men team Barcelona, one more pre-season and so guswa, a coso, afimam Juan Garcia, or your player Shakai at him Espanyol as a goalkeeper, na another pedia mean second year, and it's a Juan Garcia no, when he Mr. Barca Falcon lost 2 weeks. Report about Bonting good the ocean. I was on party in the salon, some boss of folk and not the Diamin Sansote, and they say 25 million euros, and none you goalkeeper away a release clause. No one ever form into Bassa, you're serious, sir. Woman, so about to Malsano, let me be answered to my comma, and to negotiation, South here in Commodore Gusso and a Cosso, and no young some and a and now penny go said on some autono, at the May tier for life on Sompa 93.1. The part of Papa Grace, Mammy Kevin De Bruyne, and in agent and lawyer no, na mintin home koma kakra, or reference done. A baller or no, and a yet lawyer, Edema Kevin De Bruyne. So see, Sadiamino Kase or Italy Abontenso, where she had the Petanopis Napoli, no quatin como Damete, and its agreement will be done in the next 48 hours. Not just a way by Thursday no or Betisa be official Kevin De Bruyne. So joining the Patanopis Napoli, a football club. When him say medical dia 2 and him say a 3 years contract and no peninsula to my sign a Dama Napoli Bobokono and I am someone so told this morning. Yagu Sweden some out to the power, let me be answered to my kama, Mam Santiago Jimenez and so picture I was some power maintain Komakakra Santiago Jimenez some fendamo. I'm living a dream I have heard since I was a child. This story has just begun. See you soon with more strength and more hunger. Forza, Milan, and no Santiago Jimenez or a player at the AC Milan and so and some of their tutor and they are no penny go said and some out on at the Panabian to me I come and then die so nany and Augusto Chasem Opo at the Milan club now General Kweku Williams in Naki or no and Athletic Bilbao and an opelma pointing on as the captain, general captain for Bilbao Football Club. This is the release from Bilbao Club at your orders. One and no Kweku Williams and Way Wamo and Acha Satano and I'm say congratulations at Williams 45. We know we will lead our Lions with passion and pride and no ayati epa and nete ensono no so run the daddy Anthony Price no akosoro Anthony value and so peja akosoro when him say my story wait amount tata so Atletico Madrid I express interest and Anthony Manchester United player no Bologna our repetis bobo kuna this morning tamin second year and it says Zuvi and so Manchester United demand between 30 to 35 million pounds. So Prince so idea 30 to 35 there for Anthony as a utwa obebo esansan Manchester no mun shada any jide wonimu before so betoni Betis Bobo Kono and the performance where there utonu 35 million pounds masa umoka and no ayan sama and also etoja and then egusu edin samono at the Amiatie for live on some television so re Betis ne Chelsea no Shadia supercomputer eka supercomputer semin fenjao 51.1% chances for Chelsea to win the UEFA Conference League, the favorite for the game. And so, and no, we must see game no, and travel and quite extra time. And you within 90 minutes, you be a champion of the UEFA Europa League, you know, and of course, where your Conference League, you know, that will be also to me, I come and I am someone else flew up this morning. You go so I didn't somehow turning now at the Emmy at tier 4. I go to take a power so the part of me trosso may consum from a cutting come on, Mamma Ogran Giuseppe Morata. Or your president for club Inter Milan. Then some of simple. Or bought Inzaghi, Simeone, and also Simeone Inzaghi, or bought Penina Basso. Now, or say it is only normal that we want certain things. In fact, he wants certain things from the club, and we are ready to make him happy. As we said many times, now we are all concentrated on an historic appointment for everyone. Then we will sit down to discuss it. And now I president for Inter Milan, Giuseppe Morata. The ocean was on television and then some other two channel and to coach the power bedroom and then Damusha was season weighing a banner simple a banner say or Champions League in the year and number discussing at a matter so Satam where the Ubusan Bibia Onka and your president in summer or the two powers in him and you said in some out on the power let me just to my camera or say that sort of rapport and that between the manager and the coach, you know, and Penifon Tamuno and Yakama and watching between or no and your playing body and also a Yakama and the problem being ho Bibia Gusua Koso Kama at my team Inter Milan and not your grand summon now back to Ruben Amorim or see Bruno Fernandes. What it is on some of the some crawford on beton or saying, you know, number one, or set a record in straight. Number two, boy, you know, or no another player. Manchester United ever built its project around. And the player or build United project around. A banner say, Wamuja Lukamanakwa, and Yadio Ebeye, until the fulcrum of which Manchester team rotate. And yet, Mr. Bruno Fernandes, and Tomu to be Janu Kwaman in free club and more, and so in common in ye, Mammy Damian Ayokomoli, or ye currently. Toulouse Football Club of France. Wamo president no Waya Juma as a sporting director at the Mospes Bobocon once upon a time. Or Sanso Yejuma at the Liverpool. Mitchell Granite and so at the Damian Komoli and so Ensamnie. Now Damite and it's a Juve Akontatano. Juventus Bobocono, a Pesomo Fano at the chief executive officer. Amaniba Yejuma at the Mother Bianconeris. Mitchell the Black and White Football Club. And we tell upon Tenso. Na club and the tennis space. Sir Prince, Adiebiasia Ebinsida. Our Premier League Nabakosemo, Spurs, and Ayo Santeno. Tottenham Hotspur lose 22 games this season. We lose 22 games this season. Out of 38, there was no club. We lose 22 games in a season. Our Premier League Nabakosema, one called relegation. We lose 22 a year time relegation for the first time. Spurs out of 38 or lose 22 but still or survival Premier League one called relegation a record for bad reasons from the club Spurs one must say a dear total and then when we say called the gap to Bayern I started generating grounds. Report I mean second year and it's a buying for no express interest. I will grant it and so at the aye Cody Gapo and so more and I one report I mean second another one soon ye and it's a Nico Williams on also maternity or back already powerhouse a story no at the Amaya Tefasa Akranity and so the Karen Mitoma or Shakai Adam Brighton Hove Apion on also Bayern are trying to take their two table so into 3 players and I'm disappointed about so better don't forget said there is this report and also for Rafael Leao all the way from Italy Pontenso and to Bayern Bobo Kuruma busy one more so many few players about beef squad now let me be also to my cost no I am so many talk this morning and you go side in some out no at the Panabi also to my cost Brian Mwemo to Manchester hey asembeni and some I mean circus say and it's a Brian Mwemono Manchester Air some better Enyano Amonosun Atmaba club and the Bibiansono at Ayakama Nano and a Danny Murphy say United Brian Mwendo no the love of Bebre our United one buy far say United on person will build anything positive the sort of sign is how some you know. I was say extra United supporters say ampa a team that mean business and no Mr. Danny Murphy and some of the two powers in him and none of penny I didn't some out on at the penny bibiasum at my kama now mean program in consum from Mama Granny at the Ruud van Nistelrooy picture no go some television so na mean thing come kakra when him say Ruud van Nistelrooy no reporter mean second and none of pay HSA or no Leicester City from penny for a better no quite enter on Bapamono a son said Juma Modishan and son went to Manya and they Wosha baby Leicester City Edaya any and they were more equal relegation crania tena and what club no I was so much on the coin or for a new manager I'm on also part be juma and so to me the mom and no yes some I told her and none of pay you said on some out or no and so tell me a tear for Cristiano Ronaldo and summer or Tregu na IG page in the sono and none of them become somebody show or said this chapter is over the story still being written. Grateful to all Ronaldo and Sama or Tregu ni Instagram page and none of Peminu Bedi Unkomo there means second sampa Urano Ojai club no ofru wako amamba beka unsem bebre and so the child this morning and so our platform kese we so and no aye dear free Ronaldo and so astray and so etotwa no banko force say link no say Ronaldo no say ope UEFA Champions League football abo Ronaldo say Champions League football and no no pe bia bani ate amana kwakọ fan nsem bebre and so dia ba say ndey wan hwa obeba UK and also oba England ate ba Ronaldo en shadan kasai empo dia watre ediego on mono se ofri wan kasa anasa ofri wa obeto so about football obeba England anasa football kran ojai eni ateno Ronaldo emba bonten emeka hu asembia eno ayen sama eno so eto edwa enso eno no me pato Grace mami anopano Don Carlo Ancelotti squad ade aba bonten Brazil not certain for the 2 games many against Ecuador and of course against Omiyanitin at the Paraguay 2 games way anobate Alushim Peka coach na tonsa at their friend and no reference Bentu or no so tonsa freno Hugo Souza or no so freno defenders no Alexandro or reference Carlos Augusto or no so freno Vesley and of course Van Derson these are defenders or no at tonsa de fremo the pacho where's the Alexandro or way Woshama Natasa Don Carlo Ancelotti or also Otonsa the first boy no Wamna Berraro and Ogra Francis Marquinhos Leo Ortiz Danilo Andres Pereira Andres Santos Bruno Gomes Casemiro Ederson Anafi Gelson Oko Aya Takesna Anthony Estevao Ogra de Gabriel Martinelli Matheus Cunha Rafinha Richarlison and Vini Jr. These are the players are coaching at Onsa their former for that double header against Ecuador on the 5th of June and then against Paraguay on the 10th of June and I saw 2 games and so Basso now medical dia to him said Don Carlos say Muamoka Sir Vini Jr. Empo Obana Satima on giving all on for 100% performance and from a Brazil Satim on Waba Ojidi Sam Sanyo Marbesa and yet Vini Jr. no moving the best from Vinicius Jr. and a coach in somebody to try and not any good shedding some out on Nano at the Emma Yetia for life on some Pana 3 Ayapan 1 Yan Trust Young Consamu from there will be answered and to him the patrol Liverpool legend on the thing at the Jamaica Carragher and was sending a message at the Aquacoma and Crawford and Ra Grace minim sobe to me amam sa video no anopano ye boy efa Liverpool and a victory parade na nimpa boni ni bi edika ekotwi afa supporters ne so simply because of such traffic outside oba ben so mama no kwan amumfi oba ben papa obia so mfi no penny na konechi kakra wo hwe video na areho obehu set no wabenachi no wapenachi na afi no watia so a chese we prepare nimpa hudo bebrede amete ene sam Besa nipa 47 ana omepra de ano oten eno aye reporter me seka sesi amigu so amede won sama hoto no e de ema yetie for life on Sompa 93.1. Antonio Conte is set to sit down with the president of France Aurelio De Laurentiis and anu adamede to anim so ogro no akwa United States of America okwa kwhwehwe movie back onim so ye movie director and also producer enti okọ US of A ekwa kwhwehwe some movie no wa mehwe na bibia so tuma koso bai say no wa return opa no this week on Conte ebetrase now mahwe the way forward and no ayen some so about this morning you so yet and some out at me tie for I go to make the power so aye better pet influencer no and one is say obia di pesika e wo kroma me so order say better from penny for say what say obet utwa na wudi a usika no de wa wosem nemo se wubedi o wonni o o hihye wi a u course no ene afoforo enche enti woni afoforo che na wo so ayusu ubet course na omudi twa the more na omutwa no the more say unso unye sika omutwa ya ne wanya 4% so omubedi anaso omundi eno de mfa ho just toothpaste enso and I make thing one dance there chiro just toothpaste no and then they portion say girls obia enwa and odi twinise kukuam obia di twinise me patcho you 3 variant back on green no red and a few blue your sound so our brush kama ebi emre ebi so hard kakra inkwara no enso ede ho and one so we pebi so see and kasa mi pepes kake Kasa me pe Yas toothpaste and also and some no a Diamond Scientific Research and Alternative Medicine Hospital. Wama Australian Medu say na Diamond Scientific from penny 4 so mu dey drive fence Donek herbal mixture and so e dia ba Donek herbal mixture me catch us a draw way eye 20 and the krama na de no and yaka ade abom se nduro no and yaka de aboma utum sa ampa papa na duro no eka Donek we ye bema pebinom ebeboa ma ho aye den e wo mpa so ebeboa ma ho aye den adwumadenden bi a wo ye no mesaw wadro aye Donek herbal mixture premature ejaculation erectile dysfunction e boost your immune system e bo treat waist pains e bo improve your brain function e ma etoda bi a asa wo to anu abre na asa wure fi asem ani ade no Donek herbal mixture ne bi na mbo on ntu sa haw ni na se enfama ho ye tira kwan no pharmacy shop bia urema obenya bi herbal shop bia urema obenya bi ukọ no ka cho se bi ni ho ba we na ho e kama masa jan ho ko pet Donek no na pebi na nom 0246 727 677 0246 727 677 and no ho n7 no John was Sompa 3.1 on Facebook and so o ba say page no na jaw comment to na yankasa Samsung is 0509 438526 0509 438526 and no na your line ye fa ye SMS e was so bia woni access to internet ba o pesa wo kire wadwen a obetumi dia for aba na ye din komo mpenifo akwaba
ejo pa
Filipo bibia bokode ya mi adum bro ya ko panse Sir Prince
Paris
enke jeso mo na
yengu mu straight away na Jose Mourinho as usual on statement no dey about all rocket the entire Turkey nation
or say the last 7 years or no wako final of European competition 2 times the whole Turkey last 7 years the time mredu Russia no wako final taking ina o mo clubs
in entirety of Turkey or league now maboni nyina how many finals in Europe no makono no in the last 7 years wako finals no in Europe 2 times and this is a typical statement from someone like Jose Mourinho. This is how he moves always on train self for bibia penning it down because we all know say in the footballing system in the coaching system no wafedi outanesa he's almost a goner in the coaching system but he always makes sure say obe make a statement and also obe bibia ebe keep relevant in the system and whenever o make a statement he doesn't just talk or kasa with facts because some no kind on say one share obedun say then na Jose Mourinho kratna si hu say analysis for analyst NAS adwuma no but Mourinho understand the game to the extent say baby obeko bia he makes sure he knows whatever is transpiring there
but some kind na no dey
Oh yeah, I know that, but a fact.
Only Hatay Sport team or relegation. Was so 4-2.
Yeah. It is understood. But the other one is also say right now Galatasaray has already won the league. What is there for them? And already they've qualified. So what is there for them to compete for? And he felt like question now Mubusanene a question a Jabba team. Our person more highlight on the point say why a failure this season. And if you bring it to him like that, we all know just the answer was the Bema now the amount. And he spoke facts, not just making waves. He spoke facts. And any idea mama pay Jose Mourinho. No one any bit me I say most of the time so only few coaches in the world any bit me behave and react to the crowd and the media like Jose Mourinho does. He's just a special one, just like always say It was just by the way. Now I came across something was social media so football fans boys one here baby or mobile fuck when be so asanya the Google. So say no more compare the points accumulated by Xavi and then Hansi Flick no more that comparison. No? And he said Grace Benya winning all the Atoswamamia. I came across it and I was like, seriously, people are saying say Hansi Flick and Shadanye Bibi because where the points tally Papa friend Xavi nya last season now they compare on also this season only 3 points and or added to the Xavi nya and on say a fact and no mumiki and this was the post I come across no we post 36 games and a hands it flexible and so her points now 85 points in this post but after the 38 points no or say 3 additional points e kan ho e be 88 and Xavi so free all last year no o make sure so benya 85 points. But just say Madrid and a spectacular last year. Omunya 95 points into Xavi. Enya 85 points. Yesterday no went me and Leg and people are comparing it. Say Hansi Flick here born a basu here near my can't say be different to say there. Why is something extraordinary at Dane Bassa team then only 3 points no they can Xavi points will make it and Odi Osha the moon so almost I make that statement say a rather Real Madrid for na anya because Madrid last year got 95 points, but this year, where points are Madrid now? Out of the 95 points of Munyan last year, no, this year they got 84. Clearly telling you, say Madrid lost out on 11 points. Into amount of I see calculated the near assumptions be and Xavi and no more penasem Hansi Flick and Shadanye anything extraordinary. But look, every football season has its own, and near basis. Every particular season be one and BC. Nobody thought PSG would have gone to the UEFA Champions League final and become established and yet dominant in Europe like they did this season. Last season, both teams Man City, Liverpool, there were other names and now but this season so every particular season come with its own system and I said near my fast will appear in the season. So you cannot compare last season to this season as if say Emman see or last season and where been they see this particular season there be. Though a fact no mumiki, but let's not also forget Hansi Flick Oba Barcelona no said the can last season points are Xavi make no. Xavi make 85 points. O make sure so be 79 goals and concede 44 goals. But here Hansi Flick 88 points now when or 102 goals and in the top 5 leagues there is no team this particular season now only more goals than Barcelona and or consider as less as 39 telling you say last season goals as Xavi Dema Barcelona and we improve upon it and goals was consider we're making sure say and also be declining above form and most especially we want some individual brilliance be about boys ni more individual players no say improvement aba Lami Yamal, we saw him last season. But look at how I improved this season. Rafinha was almost a winner last season. Look at the improvement. Pau Kubasi last season, somewhere around 25 games. So you Barcelona. But look at this season. The kind of performance for Diama, Inigo Martinez last season around 30 games. But this season, look at the number of games. Wabo Ediamo Boboko from Barcelona. So individually, we improve players. No, it is something different. That kind of winning mentality. Na Xavi bet me could do any more on bet on to me so tight in him. But this Hansi Flick rather, or that kind of winning mentality in their bench. People should stop making that comparison. Say or they just 3 points now count to anything extraordinary. You can't do that. Now, Sorry, a year that's year no unfair no amame. Life score ne 11. On said no me become massa the no one same chose a massa. They are just trying to call for some feud because La Liga 11 combined 11 or year no me I didn't see any reason why or mess no. And life score the omo dear bank clearly you say when you a bit closer to what people expect to see from La Liga 11. Ubenya Unai Simon, our that goal post. People will be talking about I didn't think Jean Black armor because Jean Black kept 15 clean sheets. Unai Simon ya just 10. And Tinkaria anka 15 clean sheets the end 10 the end papa. But let's not forget Unai Simon considered just 14 goals in La Liga. Listen, this is what Ayana Apostle Kasa Asimui. Oh the clean sheet keke. And measure the quality of goalkeepers are always you make a mistake. Goalkeeper making 15 clean sheets in La Liga or ended up conceding 30 goals in Jano Black. But Papa Efeno Unai Simon making just 10 clean sheets. Listen, 10 clean sheets no conceding 14 goals. So one with the gap difference or consider another one year clean sheet baby, but consider just 14 goals, they will make it 15 clean sheets, consider 30. So if you don't look at them, you watch them live, and when the performance they are putting up, now ujina statistics and so you always make a mistake. So for me, now Simon or people should stop saying say Jean Black better than him because of the clean sheet. No. This is the eye test. What we saw, the impact on is what we are talking about. And I think say Marcus Llorente need Jules Koundé, and I know a bit of a doubt on there because the Marcus Llorente will too rather than Jules Koundé, and I felt Jules Koundé should have been there. And no center backs now Danny Vivian and then Abrante Fred Nugo Martinez. Me, I wish Pau Kubasi beat me a room, but maybe they feel like Pau Kubasi a young Minkans or so many years ahead of him. Obey him there said meant to hear this lineup in the midfield, Pedri Valverde, spot on, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha on the way, spot on. And then no people were calling for saying mapping one and one number 9. Now Lewandowski mum Ephraim, now Komakofa either Ayozi Perez, also a leader to qualify via road today. UEFA Champions League and also 19 goals are impressive. And answer our hands and set for Athletic Bilbao also share 15 goals or maybe Julian Alvarez, but I thought say Papa a friend Lewandowski's numbers no make very good to the extent so mo mumi two topper. Me who say La Liga or mo ankasa de ne beba no e nhyɛ da nye much different from this one. Obianfa we into I see it's a very close. Only be 1 or 2 changes per and a beba. Now it is confirmed and I say bibia e clear say Jabi Alonso ba and Massa ebe make 11 bia onse Massa and Sudo can say about Madrid that you know say a go deep. This is the 11 Amasa. The possible 11 Jabi Alonso be used Bobuko from Real Madrid, and I decided to see him. So I ended that no time ninety. Courtois, you get Rudiger, Dean Hewson, and then either Militao or Cavaya. The 3 back no Bebono. Ubenya Trent Alexander-Arnold. And answer Cavaya bet Miyasako, the right back or Ubenya Alvaro Carreras in the midfield. Chouameni or Camavinga, Federico Valverde, Afron, Vini, Bellingham, Mbappe, and then Rodrigo Muna or Honum. But on for video notice mame how Jabi Alonso in a tactical approach this is how Jabi Alonso works around the team and mame ka say mo no bi amfa ntu trim their teams when they are bringing in coaches most of the time almost share the tactical aspect of the coach but Madrid most of the times almost focusing on coach obetimi bring unity and then manage the players say be obetimi bring the best out of them. And Jabi Alonso or Bayer Leverkusen only that kind of huge quality no and always no focus on coaching the team or players in the omonye but at Madrid you wouldn't be able to get that. But I did wear that so I know some time now so but my main fancy I say I did wear that so this is the style of another approach or not the co game 3 back now in the midfield Rubenya 2 pivots which is Granit Xhaka, Robert Andre and Ezekiel Palacios. No akwa anim honom no nsusu ahwe anim honom na 3 na ewo hono instead of proper wingers no Alejandro Gemado and then Jeremy Frimpong
okay
and a Boniface and then and then in the midfield ubenya Abrante Efeno Florian Wirtz and either Ebi Amina de Leonardo or can be I think it's time ninti me the best me add much na no I will dive deep into it. Yeah,
let's start you off at Manchester United. For now no what is really transpiring at Manchester United and say boy friend of Brian Mbeumo, the boy from Cameroon. Let's say no, Omunyina area say sign no. And this season we're a Premier League, as one monitor Premier League now. Brian Mbeumo, any you want Wisa from DRC. Omo numbers na ye change Manchester United attackers ni nyina. The reason why Victor Gyökeres deal na edin and no say Victor Gyökeres epe club no ebo in Europe, especially the Champions League. In the name we a Manchester United fan. the whole issue is say no Champions League appearance no across Manchester United more into my players are no more pay say players in Manchester United and then some of the players are thinking say they should look elsewhere instead of their baby more akumawo and I say where their heart was in Manchester United. So clearly say no player more pay Bryan Mbeumo. But from Bryan Mbeumo so camp their urban say bueno super person this is no boy in Europe because Brentford now when you go to England the reason why most of the smaller clubs to me keep your more clubs in the say and then for you to even appear in the season so ball in the Premier League crown ska ubenya nyeska kotwa in the clubs ni nyina you're well armed say they have transfer war chests they can go into the market and sign bigger players. So Brentford say if Manchester United call for Bryan Mbeumo it wouldn't be less than £50 million for Bryan Mbeumo. Now another player Jean-Philippe Mateta, but Jean-Philippe Mateta they are Emma so because say Crystal Palace are going to the that is the Europa League. They were the winners of the FA Cup. And Jean-Philippe Mateta on Manchester United abe issue. Because any likely says Jean-Philippe Mateta ever join Manchester United because Crystal Palace call Europa League. On also the camp and the Abana say so befi Crystal Palace he will go to a club over Champions League into so one qualify for the Champions League, the mainstream, the powerhouse of European pinnacle now and a issue pa. Now there are players clearly omunya happy at the club. One year Carlos Casemiro. And then Ruben Amorim life after the season one player he will leave the club Carlos Casemiro, another player Alejandro Garnacho, the boy from that is Argentina. It looks likely say bueno ebe pass over the Italian Serie A. Say one join any of the teams in the Italian Serie A, then in Europe and I say in England in the likely destination a club Chelsea Football Club. Now a player say Ruben Amorim will grow increasingly frustrated. Some person in Bayer maybe say Brent your friend Joshua Zexi. Say I can tell you for a fact say when friend Joshua Zexi is not staying at Manchester United. But say we are Man United fan clearly player over Manchester United. Just a deal is about 90% complete with the club Brighton. And also in the club Wolverhampton Wanderers. Brent your friend Mateus Cunha. Mateus Cunha deal the echo singing and say bueno struggle at Atletico Madrid. And the reason why he struggled at Atletico Madrid and say Atletico Madrid system ball pass and move. But rather this season, what watch here when now Wolverhampton Wanderers appointed Papa friend Vitor Pereira. Vitor Pereira be head coach of Wolves, now who the best of Mateus Cunha. And Mateus Cunha is very good playing as that is playing and the coach about that system that is pass and move. And that is one thing Abua boy Mateus Cunha. As I say, Mateus Cunha fee say, Papa na from Ruben Amorim, the system pass and move. And so Obama Manchester United Oba finding ready man, so being the best of form. Now Carlo Ancelotti has been officially unveiled as the head coach of the Brazil national team. Now Brazil so some see wanna say the CBF president Ednaldo Rodriguez, unim de wakwaye. Appointment letter the man say bosom yebetu aka say sika say na allowances ni ade. Yes, Papa we say okwa 4G na appoint on one appointment letter okwa 4G. So he was re-elected just recently Brazil to Aba for a new president and or contest here he was re-elected. That is reeleito in Portuguese. He has been re-elected. And when you re-elected ne papers ni he was of a forgery. And he had no court to Rio de Janeiro. And the court na declare say on step aside. Say no to me to also as the president. And the new president Papa and friend Chaud. And he said Chaud ne take you over as the new president of CBF. Na ya appoint and then well veli Carlo Ancelotti Sunday na ye the new president. That is Novo Presidente, the new president. Now the Novo Presidente, the new president, making a client when I declare Carlo Ancelotti, Master say Grace in for video into Sumami. Let me read me case Now Uko Brazil, Adia Brazil for ndi one grow, and it's we. Christ the Redeemer. Christ the Redeemer, Brazilians don't joke with the Christ the Redeemer at all. And the past World Cups at Brazil are going on. Prior to some mobile travel outside Brazil, this is where they go to worship. And so Rio de Janeiro, you don't joke with this term Christ the Redeemer. It was built on the Convocado mountain. The Convocado in Portuguese means the hunchback. And when I bless Carlo Ancelotti no, ni statement will make here and say Carlo Ancelotti, yeah, the Christ the Redeemer no bless and your dream man say we bet Brazil the 6th World Cup title.
Okay.
And we're naming a squad no. As I said, the 2 newspapers no misreports. And we go Spain now. There is a newspaper in front of exclusive in Spanish, Marca. Now El Mundo Deportivo, that is the Mundo Deportivo, the world sport. Now reports line up in the buyer no. There is no Rodrigo. But then no, so what's here Marca very well. Marca that is exclusive in Spanish. Now what's here Marca very well. Marca are trying to tell us why Rodrigo.
Okay.
That is squad no say Rodrigo for some time now I say we pray. But El Mundo Deportivo so trying to fish out the reason why Ancelotti didn't call that is boy Rodrigo, and the reason is very simple. The banner friend David, he's not in good terms with our brand friend Rodrigo. In say no, say that club war now cost for Real Madrid no. Both Marca and El Mundo Deportivo, that is the world sport, or report and will be a contrasting report. But I say game now say as a conozeno, I know pass say Carlo Ancelotti, the banner friend David was one reason that Rodrigo was not called up to the Brazil national team.
Me say no Philip Inkumisa Filippo. And no yen call the general honor on ye na fi yen twaso. Apostle Akwaba.
Mejo Suminia, Bibia Bokodia.
Chema Bibia fan.
Baby, I mean, you see, Philip, the danger in this development, and it's me na me CBS president. Me, Mama Wajuma, me one niswadi hunti a me fa Wajuma. Nemo ma sembia betumi, ewa kwayo. New one ye elected no, ebia sebiu, na namutu, any nimdiano, ewa switching way. But the danger is that and you know fa coach niema so ko fa coach and commodie cost che anamo ebe to niema bebre abe so Ancelotti on bomb pie say we will live out the expectation. It's a big look. It's a very difficult situation for him because nipa only didn't come can send be cry confidential niema steps be on taking niema be on players be on taking of niema present years here. Now, so we are by our Sebi, only no quacko ye juma, unyan, any new enyan kita on dear for a long time, only need trust. It's a difficult blow. But our experienced manager, and a very difficult, but he will be able to manage the situation. I say, near electing on all Yan Sanse, or a national team coach, near Bebua Brazil, and also, or ye, so near far no fano. That's irrelevant from the first stage. So that's it. Now I'm athletics, and I'm ready to let me start quickly. So the story of Akani Simbine, first of all, the best 100-meter runner in the world today. Now what you saw in Rabat, a confirmation of the best consistent 100-meter runner from Olympics 2024 in Paris. Now this is Ziamen, where he ran against Ferdinand Omanyala and Benjamin Azugana and Otum Rikama Dawila. And he made 9.99. Now, you see the second race. I want the second race. The second race in Shanghai. Shanghai, he ran against Kishan Thompson, 9.79. Don't forget, say, a 5,000 of a second. The difference between our last Olympic Games. He ran against him, and he beat him. And Lechilo Tebogo, a gold medalist 200 meters 2024 Olympic Games. So he's beating Olympic silver medalist and then the 200 Olympic gold medalist. Now in Rabat. Problem Akaniwa always start, just like Usain Bolt a good start. In Rabat, Ferdinand Omanyala Nenya good start. But from the 60th minute, excellent coordination, hand coordination, and the stroke and acceleration with power and a mobile winning. In Shanghai, it was 9.98. Now in Rabat, he's made 9.95. Check it. 9.99 Xiamen, 9.98 in Shanghai, 9.95. What is telling consistently, he's improving race after race. Don't forget, what I let Championship Basel is September. All this is geared towards that. And this year, the Golden Grand Prix Botswana, or 9.90, He has the best lead time in 100 meters in the world today. That is phenomenal.
From South Africa.
And Fred Kelly from South Africa. And Fred Kelly won bronze at Olympics. So he's beating the silver medalist in Kishan Thompson Shanghai. He's beating Fred Kelly here, bronze medalist. The only one left at the gold medalist in 100 meters, Noah Lyles, whose performance due to injury is not anything to write home about. He has to start all over again. So they are here. So it's an exceptional performance from him. Brilliant performance from him. He's doing well, and he's consistent, and he's improving the time rate. The three diamond, the Diamond League racing, everyone or improve. That is making him very, very interesting athlete this year for the 100 meters. Yes, the only person by Noah Lyles Olympics now, Noah Lyles, and then and don't forget that Onankasa was for the Olympics. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So look, I'm impressed with. I'm impressed with excellent performance by him. Who's South African? That's why 400 meters record is held by Wade van Niekerk, 43.02. South African, is that not it? Yes, because they are facility, they invest almost sports. Now, Oksha 200 meters, remember, it was a wonderful race between Lindsay Courtney and then Joseph Fambule. Fambule, a Liberian young athlete, 2 years ago, burst into the scene, but injury Hano. And I'm happy that he did 20 point. Lindsay Courtney did 20.04, and then Joseph Lambule. I praise on Prabi or a brilliant runner, brilliant Liberian or a sensational brilliant runner. Injuries now, but he was able to play second in 20.12. Fred Kelly, he's dropping. Fred Kelly of USA called this race 20.16. He's dropping as compared to last year. 800 meters. The Botswanas are doing something, and like I said the last time, back about Botswana, 4x400 meters silver team. Almost the new team about in Diamond League. No. Chesipo Maselela in Olympic Games or places 7 in Olympic Games. In this 2 Diamond League, he's proving to Emmanuel Wanyonya. Now, Emmanuel Wanyonya is the Olympic gold medalist who ran a race of 1 minute 41.19 seconds. In this race, Wanyonya started very well. He was doing very well first 400 meters. From the 500 meters, and Okonya Masela Gonechi, Okonya, then he took over and made a time of 1 minute 42.70. That is a mark of a good runner. Beating the Olympic champion in a race like this. It means the 800 meter race is going to be interesting. This is a race higher Kenya for there. It's a race for Kenyans. But now, like I said, you have other nationals who are doing very well. He is a Botswana. So the Botswana now, they are doing the 4x4. They are doing the 800 meters. Very good. Now, Oko 3,000 meters. Remember 3,000 meters steeple chase. The reason why Morocco 4 bar a tour ticket in their numbers to come was Nipa Bakupe. They don't care about any race. And Nipa Bakupe. This is the man. Sofian El Bakali. And to of course, steeple chase we are in Morocco for the studies of Mufri Stadium. He is the reason why they came to the stadium to celebrate their own. He is twice steeplechase world Olympic champion. Steeplechase, like I said, a Kenya for 3,000 meters. A Kenya for race. He has dominated back-to-back gold, has never been done before. Dominate back-to-back gold against Kenyans and Ethiopians. So this race, Firao Samuel Etran was Yamen, and he was third. Now this race, he proved a point. Frederick Rupert gave him a good run for him this morning. But Aha started show class, say yes, many Olympic champion for nothing. And Rupert made sure he pushed him to do 8.00.70. Brilliant performance. Class. But show excellent class. I mean, for him, one of the techniques is about leaping over the bars. A friend is the blockade, the barriers there. So simple and easy. He's brilliant. Solid work from him. And for me, nobody can beat him for now when it comes to where it matters most. He's a brilliant runner. He's a Moroccan. And yes. And now, like I said, the established races now, also the new nations are investing more in the athletes. And then we establish nation, I'll be 100 meters. And then in South Africa, 100 meters, oh yeah, they used to be Frankie Friendly's from Namibia. So they are here. Oh yeah, they're just silver medalists at the Olympics. But now, he's the one doing it. Now, Miko, your friend is Manu Sherika Jackson, I mean, once again, the queen is coming back. Water less champion, 100-meter champion, 2022, 2023, 200-meter champion. She's now coming back to herself because of prior Olympics. She had issues, she couldn't go to Olympics, so she's now coming back. This is the first racer where we need 11.04. I mean, Shericka Jackson, she's the real deal, but here a lot of preparation before the World Athletic Championship. Yes, so she won the 100 meters. I mean, Maya McCoy, one of the new girls, ever from America. America produced a lot through the schools, NCAA. So tournament like this, almost using new ones. No one says Shericka Jackson saw Namo or Gabby Thomas saw Namo. So it's an opportunity for her. There is a lady called Joshua CS, or the third. Injury. Last year she made 10.71. But for injury, she's now coming back. She just recovered 2 months ago. Watch out for this girl in the course of the competition. She's going to be a brilliant race. Now, 5,000 meters women. Beatrice Chebet, solid lady, top class athlete. 5,000, 10,000 meter world an Olympic champion and just an Olympic last year. This is the first time I see her caught 3,000 steeplechase. She's a Kenyan. Now, idea woman is that even the 10,000 and 5,000 meters, only 3 ladies have done a difficult mark to achieve. Ono Trinush Dibaba of Ethiopia, and then Sifan Hassan. Sifan Hassan is an Ethiopian running for the Netherlands. Now, everybody thought that in this race, Beatrice there, Nadia Batocletti of Italy has been proving excellently well in this Diamond League. But once again, or you're consistent, or you come behind her, or making sure says she was behind her till the last 2 laps. That's what experience will be. 10,000 world champion, 10,000 meters world champion Olympics, 28.5414 meters. So understanding time I saw pacey, time I saw you slow, time I saw Ura top 5 leaders not to be able to know when to break out and win. That's exactly what she did. And she was superb in doing that. And she's won her first 3,000 steeplechase. She wants to end her career with 3,000 steeplechase to be distinguished 10,000, 5,000 double Olympic champion, and then that. Brilliant. Now to tennis. Tennis, you were the only French Grand Slam Asha as a Roland Garros. Now, time in so let me do something quick. First of all, the typical French court, you know, a court the ball, no, a hit ball slow when it moves, but a bouncy very high. That's what this Roland Garros is all about. But being calm about Naomi Osaka, and the reason why I have insisted since last year she should retire, and I'm saying it again. Sports or momentum time. Niema busisi mune frima. The day 2021 French Open, or can't say, Sebiu, me were mental health issues. And he may free tournament, may withdraw crowd tournament because in a press conference. That was it. Psychologically. And then the history of Ma Omoko back to tennis to perform very well was an issue. We're over to Shy. Now I cover Patrick Mouratoglou. Patrick Mouratoglou, Serena Williams, we knew her 10 Grand Slams as a trainer. And far. It's not about Patrick Mouratoglou. It's about Onoa the attitude. I don't know. So she's gone for the best. I mean, the best trainer.
The best trainer.
Yeah, of course. But the trainer, first round lost to Paula Barbosa. And consistently, she's not even gone beyond third round since last year. She just have to give up. She just have to retire. Okay. Or refuse to retire, but she, like Emma Raducanu, I've said Emma Raducanu should also retire, the same thing. Nema bia be ni subani way or pam coach catch any mommy. So Nyasika or not to me catch any mommy what she wants, sack a coach. And when I do that level now, young girl or no young boy not that attitude, no. Feels that she's arrived, she can take decision without advisor. And to the difference between Janikson and Carlos Alcaraz. Our parents guide them how they are going. And the young girls, our parents, they almost how they are going. Emma Raducanu, Naomi Osaka. That's it.
Okay. That is Apostle General. Where the cat is Prince and Can. What Philip Nkumsa. What you know, Sonka. And Apostle also. Or the Nedia Atwa. So, 3A cool capsules, no. And no any cool quadru. Ghana hangina. Yajatum. Se cool dear. Nedru any 3A cool capsules. Se fifri ni peduenani. And I say, Womojem, Weni, Toda Pusa Wenisa, Nuenina Coco. Mesro, Amo Yemutim. Mwakra, we a bema, a behow 3A co capsules, and only co quadra, a bebow, na a 2 sa howling in us, a diamao, 054 6107 107 0546 107 107, and no 3A co capsules, almost so uncommon no. Gentleman dental, a hot near say, but if it didn't come and see if you grim. A gentleman, Mindy can cow show. Say, we are singing Bia Yakoko CC sing. And you will noon. Man betting in ka. Ye kama. Obiabe catch or sampa. Cratchy de. Wenumuti. Now Cassade. O Cassane deno. And ye how sweet the wedding is. Nimum. The efru wenum eba. Mesawada so no my papa will be efru winsa. A sunset wenum canum quay. Ye fro for interview krana untuminko. Ye be pamo, unye jumano, a sansa wenum enkano. Manager no crane to mint you. Be a foul sen, and wenum can a wenum pampine. Their friends oral hygiene, a gentleman dental, a honey echo. No penina casawaha, and Timin Casabri, mi jadiacano, a diamano. Tell my Bibia Cordier.
Yanko Pardon, Minia, Bibia Copa,
a day Yanko Ponce.
Now, also,
Yanko Pardon, a quick room.
Sir.
And then so you didn't come on. Diana, what the my and your tearful.
Yeah, did it come with Chiawan Cassa?
I
shall phone near tearful, a gentleman dental clinic and a sign Abamun champion said, ye. Now, what you be a Yenemo Bay addition into a oral education and ye, to bet me a foul pen, no paper no. Now, what jot to some few notes be, and no able to me up boss and say, gentleman dental clinic, you do a DNA say. Ghana ni bi a wo o man we mu no o sena egu wanum no ye fa ese no mako a ye be bo ese no ho ban said ye be ya ese no betumi ayi look healthy na I hansi oral hygiene no na ma confident etumi akosro o kasa woni pam because ideally no sana ese no ese say eye ese ye enipa animonyam enti se unu obi kasa eye wo se na ohwe enti Judgment Dental Clinic say so a same problem. She ye chakwan ye Kumase, Bantama, Abepo Junction, Total Filling Station Hall. Your branches no be or other regions. Nina, enti, may the branches no ever to ja. For pen no paper no, and our mobile phone no, for numbers no. Na afraid. Me sorry, I'll bet me after na ya train in Como
0559 139582.
Sure.
0559 139582. And I say 0598 40 5674. 0598 40 5674. And no na numbers no bit material go CCA no wafre ufra ebe direct o de ben wo baby awo ene de ben wo na wakoho na boawo yento so.
All right, enti ene ye pese ye ni omanfo eche the friend no cervical abrasion.
Okay.
You can't cervical abrasion. Abrasion itself, when you say, a sinner or hono, they be a mere emphaton say, a sinner a layers me and son, a 3 layers, a enamel, dentin, and a pop no. Pop no, and I had the central portion of the TTT, and no, a share a sinning fin, enti, and sessa bibia etumi edidi ekotono. Enti, enamel na a ye fitana no be kasa uhuno, and no edra. Ese no ho enti se bibi ekoka enamel ne se kosua ya no se ne shell na edwira ho na e protecting aduane ne yoke no se bibi koka enamel no na ne shell na eno ne frɛ no abrasion na mom se cervic no eye se baby a wo se no utut ne gum no ehia na sa line no ye frɛ no cervic.
Okay.
Enti obi wo bon se o hwɛ me o tie me ana onim ni nua bi ni yiri bi ni baby ne hono ne neck hono sene eni baby a gam ni hia no hono twitwa amana akomu te se groove no hono atwitwa kompa se wo saa de ni bia eni ye friend say wonya cervical abrasion na che say
ɛhɔ no start ɛyɛ day
asa osina ye sa abrosan no
exactly
ebi ebesi so na ebi wase huhu ba bi asa joint no won ya den
na saa how yi a obi enya no ɛyɛ sɛ empem bebre no ɛtai kɔyɛ ose no ɛyɛ ose no oh yes ɛwɔ ho bebre
ba ku bi aba tv no so de hano den
particularly no baby ɛtai start pa yɛ sɛ ɛyɛ o canine teeth no ɛne o premolars no saa areas ho no because ɛsɛ no ɛyɛ front teeth no deɛ wani mu no top and down yɛfrɛ no incisors ɛna ose bɔfo no ɛyi baako sei no ɛno no yɛ o canine teeth ɛkɔ o dodom ho no ɛyɛ o premolars ɛna deɛ wɔ o dodom ho no ɛyɛ o molar teeth no molars no na ɛtai kɔyɛ o canine teeth no o premolars no ɛhɔ paa na unya cervical abrasion na ɛhɔ no paa na ɛstarte etubo sɛ na ɛhɔ no starte na etwitwa ekom na ade a ɛde ba no yɛ sɛ obi hɔ no ma the way a osi brushing ne no is too much if no over brushing you can over brushing it's either say oh brush it too much and I will spend too much time oh the way I will brush ho no and I say oh brush it with aggression or brush ya onto ne boase enti otwi ne greedy
asan bofuru ho kra
exactly ni nyina ye obi craft me toothpaste o use toothpaste no na wasan atwitwi ne se no wasan kwete foforo no wasan dia betwi ne se na dwen ye ne say oye ne sa ne che say odi ne se ni but which is wrong because yes enamel no ensasa ye man pressure bebre esene sasa we treating it gently de bia me ka say esene te set towels enti say enwo ana bibi na egu towels so a mob ni washing powder crack to me ekini na you need enti ensasa uma osenu too much pressure enti the more na utwi osenu with aggression no na o enamel no ho no na ehi na etwa o cervical no afebo se onya cervical abrasion ana say obi susu ho no mo a make say o spend too much time and too much time no any kwasa ye twitwi yesi ana o brush o say more than 3 minutes e also will stay within 2 to 3 minutes maximum because the more na o ma o send pressure o twi no bebre no na enamel no na ehi na e be cause problem e di abrel and obi susu ho no ma e toothpaste bia o yusu toothpaste ni bi ho no ma eno no emoa ema o se no apomuden no mfa ne ntoma pa nyedai emfra because toothpaste ni bi ho no ma chemicals na ewo mu no eno sa de e how foforo e de bre o se no o koto sa toothpaste no na woni e how bia wo se ni mu but say no say wo se no astarte enya problem abrasions na starte yedai ehi na ebubu na eyeze se eni ahoden and obi so ho no ma ne de ne ye say o titi ne se no the hard objects bia make us okotena sport bi ni namfo ahia na otu ordinary tools na odi keka na omuam those things no e put pressure on oseno so
obi so ho an sin kotodwe ntisen crop so bom
exactly and obi so ho no ma make us say ofa bibi ti say p p na odi
yi ni sim
no odi rewra ho no ni ade sa hard objects ni nyina no e kofa ensunsuanso ena obi so de ye genetic factor
okay
say ebusua ofri mu no eno so obetuma nya sansunsuanso no but whichever way no Judgment Dental Clinic say bra na yemfa fa procedure mu na yen treat because o se na ase no atwitwa sa no apart from that na egu nipa ni mu ase ema wan kasa wo confidence no ekofom say wo ko nipam say den eboa and apart from that no ensunsuanso e de ba ne say tambia no e increase uti sensitivity no se wo se no efemfem no tambia no efemfem kese pa chen say obi a ne de ne normal cavity say ntokro bi abedi dan sinu no se onya cervical abrasion na o se obi ho no mo sori ano pakra toothbrush na o de ko nanum akokna aye ne dadwene san say o de kokan etime femfem mo more than 15 to 20 seconds ne da so etwetwe no vim gise ojai enti eba na sana o de toothbrush ne nam nanum fifa ne ketre maso a na ojai eba na san so a increase utu decay no ema o se no sa akoso epro because e ho no enam say sensitivity nti untumi fa toothbrush no emfa ho nti no na ma wo se no efemfem nti na ama untumi pay attention
okay
eya o ya efemfem ne nyina ye ade a ema sa problem we edeba ena tambia na enam say tooth decay na ba ho nti no halitosis ananumka tambia say nipa no enumka empa so oye maame oye papa oye abrante oye abofra bomodiana bra Gentleman Dental Clinic na
Gentleman Dental
procedure mu ye betumi aye ama no agyae ma wo se no afa ne ntoma pa e de afra because cervical abrasion ya de a etumi to aso a we time na first obo se na o se no na etwitwa ase ni nyina
firi ho
afi etumi di tooth loss ye de eba because they say no ese na ekonkon ho etibi ameka say agbofo ahwedie ni ade no untumi anwi bi se enam a edin a untumi anwi bi tembia no na moja ejinejina wonum etumi koso krama etumi lead into gingivitis and I say utumi nya periodontitis no na che say gum no mu no yare ayede abam because e ban sa na ema infections no mo no ekoso didi esenase duawura wo gum ni mu na fe akofa problem kese e de abrel de bia kase nya opportunity nse nya se de ehu eto amanfo so ese etumi ekum enti se unya cervical abrasion no na one fan ma Gentleman Dental Clinic ma yen treaty na otenatena ho na otototo painkillers no ne ade na elidi into periodontitis na afi atumi kofa tooth cancer ho no ede ebrel itubo se afi jaw bones na osino etuatua mu no na infections no afi na ho no ahoho no na afi ede how bebre ede abrel oba Gentleman Dental Clinic ye wo qualified doctors any nurses are ye training omunti no matter said because ye buy ya check eti ye that experience no e wo ho o se ne problem bia ye betumi emiti we need no na yetumi aye ho adwuma na ye di aboa ye numbers here 055 913 95 82 055 913 95 82 and 0549 906 588 0549 906 588 Debi ameka say Gentleman Dental Clinic ye examination and consultation service or
okay
enti bomodi ya ne bra obetumi de omofra no so aba sanse emofra no kra de edutem bia omo de brush no enam say ye ogidie say brush no odin ne betumi enti abofra no ko na okọ brush a o brush ne safe na wanya cervical abrasion no parent no kra enya time emfa nani enku hu wani baba ho so no na oba ne se no na asai na oba da ye examination na eno beboa me yetumi ehu ne ekoso wo wanum ho na ye de wafa procedure mu amana tumi agyae
okay
sanse say ye hu ne ntam ye so ano a aya na enhadwen sanse ema utin sensitivity no in fact ye ade a eye obi dadwene pa onum ade a enwunu a na ne se no na efemfem no ade a ehia ne se no efemfem no obokra emframa kra fa ne se no na ne se no efemfem no enti ade a bechi a na ne se no akoye dadwene ade ama no tambia oteyaw mu ono ankasa nani nje waye depressed oba Gentleman Dental Clinic you betuma ye feeling e de ama wo different types of feeling na ye betumi di afele e ho no e de ama wo we ye ade a unya professional dentist ene tumi aye sa ade we
okay
there is no medication bia
okay
your numbers no display of screen so no but modi an frame your branches no be e wo Accra
okay
ye onungwa main lorry station ho ene ye wo Domekwa Benya Atomic Down roundabout no so okwo Techiman Gentleman Dental Clinic your magazine road takrade eye Banchase Tadisco down Koforidia Gentleman ne Central Police Station no ena ebon ho pe aflawo ye ni Ecobank ena ye the same building mu
okay
na mom Tamale eye Tushigu ye ni Central Post Office no ena ehwe ni mu Kumase eye Bantama Abepo Junction Total Filling Station no so won sa de obi e wo no ma Fred Gentleman Dental Clinic sisi ana ye no emfa mu a ye da wase pa
yes so ye da se ene obaye Gentleman Dental ena yene doctor Edin Komo ene odie fa cervical abrasion enso eho a chese eno no wose no eho adesua ena nei yesansusua ye bibi biara efa wose apomuden ho fo ani chirim ho na yemmoa na yenso anu mfama na ayara wosem ene enguasesem se okasa na nkofo etwom eti edikwa echire tuanamo sesi ye the bibia so ntumi enye kama emfama yebeko for a very short commercial break yeba beto so efie nkomo local issues wo but a cloud internet from penny for semenfa platform we so na menfenja o se misraw and for stable internet connectivity fastest one and the most reliable one ɛyɛ cloud internet yɛaso yɛ no ɛsafata sɛ woba na yɛsoɛ mboa wo ne yɛntu saa haw no nyinaa se ɛmfa ma wo biribi biara a woyɛ a wohia internet ɛyɛ cloud internet biribi biara a woyɛ a wohia internet no ɛyɛ cloud internet yɛkyerɛ akwan wɔ Kumase top high yɛne Love FM dan no ɛne ɛdi anim hwɛ Kumase top high yɛne Love FM ɛdan no ɛne ɛdi anim hwɛ frɛ 0244 601 933 0244 601 933 wofrɛ line so a yɛbɛgye wo so yɛmfa messages ne kakra na yɛnda yɛ homra sesie na mepakyɛw deɛ tɛ ne sɛ mega cash lucky box no ɛno so wɔ adwama so na mega cash fo mpanifoɔ deɛ ɔmo kan yɛ simple ɛno ano sɛ wofa wo phone no a na wadale star 426 star 6 hash star 426 star 6 hash na afi what follow prompt no yɛbɛma 6 exciting options na wa select mu baako wo select baako na afi sika wo pɛsɛ wode to so no wode ato so na wa confirm anaso wa authorize it from your momo transaction ɛhɔ na we di sika umpe we na wo pɛdeɛn Starboy ɛwɔ Facebook or say I'm enjoying the show live and clear at Half Mem Airport. Sumpa FM Sports News Sites. Kotoko will come back stronger and win their remaining matches. Greetings to Yasma, Kojo Space, Yao Mem, and my lovely father. No joke, and not a Starboy. A messenger, Yenuano Eddie Amaye, Facebook and so and no. Yentwa so na yentie yenua lucrative or see more fire with emojis of fire or see good job. Samson Ramsey David or see the show is on fire. Chelsea will be setting a new record in football. God willing, tomorrow. Ramsey also message out with no all the way from Prime and our message nefu Ediaba. Kojo Asempa of Kojo Asempa Furniture Works. Or say what a great show indeed from Kojo Asempa Furniture Works. Edum Kumase, a great show indeed. Also Odia Abre ye no. Saidu Habib or say Ember Power Heat more fire. Let's go. I'm watching you live inside Ashanti Mampong. A horn also idia free Abba. Power time with Kofi Banks. Thank you so much. Ismaila Sudays or say Ember. More hit, more update on Barcelona. Ajenim Giovanni. Or say we are winning trophies. Nyamiba Richmond. Or say more fire. More update from the camp of Madrid. Samson Efia Baghdad. Or say I'm Abraham from Abofo Chebi. Update on Real Madrid transfer. Keep the fire burning. Kuma Jacob. Or say Paulo Dybala from Sergioso Aboboya. My blood is blue. Chelsea, more fire. Also, a message and no. Or say United forever. Also, a message I would have Kingsford. Or say United should come for Kwame Poku Beye Law. Kuma Kotoko striker no. Manchester Embafano. Please, can I have Apostles contact Yenu Aski Gel? Deep analytical mind on is Sumpa Sports is made of more fire, Emma Power, Prosper Yeboah. Thanks so much, Yembra Prosper, all the way from Obuase. Yanko for a very short commercial break. Yabasisia, Yababe Traso, Yabasisia.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more. Here's Kwame and Yao. After hours of planning, both have locked in the same perfect multi-bet. Big win for United, over 1.5. And both teams to score in the London Derby. But who a high-scoring game at the bridge? There's nothing worse than having your perfect multi-bet missing. But there's nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver. Win, even if your bet misses.
If I shop, I'm sure you'll bag it.
Brady, and that's okay. Ah,
Na time heba mixture me see ba queen why me say.
Bra, said the time heba mixture esia Jimmy ni me fiefo. Enya dia ba ko pe ebe so ye.
We dey do this so fa ni nyina.
Bra, se me ka se me di time heba mixture ho adanse a. Riase nyina ebe te me nka. Enti se malaria, wadra ni time heba mixture.
Enya nunko, die nanu mato a wontumi anidie no. Wadra ni time heba mixture. Edre enya ma oba wa fa afuro. Die wo ma akoda no fo. Enya akoda woni mfie dumienu. Ansa na obeto time heba mixture edre ibi no. Hwe se wako hospital anasa lab am wo hu se wo a 3-day malaria ibi ansa.
Kayo se time ni TIME. Time heba mixture. Afi malaria fever bi adani ziba ewo mu no. Ebe tia. Ubenya bi ato ewo over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to do na mu. FDA agi edwadue nkratoi ato.
If you want better future, join Ghana Grows, 'cause our grit be the future. Join Ghana Grows, this be one for the culture. Join Ghana Grows, 'cause say you my day for Ghana. Join Ghana Grows, Ghana Grows.
Yomu, Pequia, Ubefaswing Juma, Anna, Atia Jumaqua, and Faso Wasso, and Wokia Jumam, any 80 vetimu and Neya. Suana Mone, Fastest and Wo, Wabusia, and a Patamo Asitinemu, Bosta 718*50 hash, not the Caho says, yeah. Ghana Grows, Hop Day, Ghana Bros Jumedie, Mastercard Foundation, Miss Springboard Roadshow Foundation, Limehouse, Niwa Buafone Debro.
Rise and shine with Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush. Start today off right by grabbing your Yas toothbrush and squeeze a refreshing dab of Yas toothpaste on it. With its soft bristles, the Yas toothbrush gently cleans your teeth and gums, giving you a comfortable brushing experience. As you brush, feel the powerful formula of Yas toothpaste working its magic, removing every stain in the cavity and leaving your teeth sparkling and fresh. Plus, Yas toothpaste helps make your teeth whiter and protect your gums, keeping them healthy and strong. Choose from our 3 variant toothpaste: Total Care, Herbal, and Winehead. Make Yas toothpaste and Yas toothbrush a part of your morning routine and start your day with a confident smile. Yas toothpaste and toothbrush, caring brand for caring families.
Mamisha, time HH heba Mr. Bina unumi. And ya wat dropa. Eya dro say. Mani peduan kwamwano enya hoden. Na akwatia yare. Entwen yare ansan wakwa koto. Fire wadro. Na nomno abribia. Kanoga Company Limited. What the time TIME ebe jasono wonno a na the time HH heba Mr. Edia bejaso akra wonyanya mfirihia dumienu enum bi wo pemfo ene oba wo makra nufo enso enum bi time HH heba Mr. wo benya bi
over the counter medicine sellers any shop dodo na mu
so wo pedodo to afre 0244 417669 0244 417669 time HH heba Mr. Eyedro say FDA age edwadie nkratoe atum.
Okay. Yansanso mama kwaba na yewurem na yenin komo. Ejekum blanks na transi local issues eneba efien komo. Ola
Powers.
Yankwe.
Powers yansanso nchia yetie ne ya hwefo a ehwe Sompa TV na afenso Sompa 93.1 efisem no brain aso na wonim se ene de Blasters edachina omugina akono ya tete ho ama obi a ebre no awiedu ye hwe ni mu se at least we no enhyeda nye trophy bi a emu odu de but Black Stars na anka sansa so trophy mu achenti no Ghana for hwe ni mu se coach Otuado
ene mrantie no ombetimi di crew away enso abre at least yebenya eye bragging right no over Nigeria erachina Black Stars ene Nigeria bebo game na mama me Black Stars omo first training na endra omo timi enso eye ewo London mountain so omunyina enso ewo team no e camp omo hwe ni mo hwe players na Brandon Asante yes ona a training kama na afenso Razak Simpson munyina enso ewo mu bia edachena ye hwe ni mu nse bibia ebekoye e de ama the Black Stars of Ghana na coach Otuado enso etimi e de nsema tudwa edi kan no o say we no a friendly match there nemo Black Stars any Nigeria ebo friendly match bi anim.
Yeah, I think everyone knows what it's about. It's a friendly game, but it's not really a friendly game. So yeah, we know what it's about, and we want our people to be proud of us, and we want our people to talk from a certain perspective. And surely, it's always about who has the better team, and sometimes margins can decide the outcome of the game. I think normally, to be honest, we are on the same level. But yeah, we're hoping that we will win. We're hoping that we'll be successful. It's going to be tough, but I'm sure we can do it.
Continue game no de emu be de na mom no owogide se one ne mrantie no on betimi aye adwuma no e de ama Ghana fo nyina enso eni age no wie no e no de tuja se four nation tournament e koso no e tournament e beboa no amana testing the players ni nyina Entino Otuado ene de nsam tuja and Ochem say Siano or be testing the players, you know, now one nyina.
Do further tests to test our players to see our players on a very, very high level. And yeah, we're happy that we are getting this opportunity, and for us it's surely a good test for the upcoming World Cup qualifying games in September. Yeah, for us also, we have a big community here in England. It's very, very important for us also for them to see and feel the players, and so for us it's a very, very good opportunity to play in this, participate in this tournament.
And no, Black Stars head coach Otuado, and it is San to China on the Nigeria, and so boy Nipa. Na Nigeria head coach Eric Sherry, and so Eden Semka Kratuja, Yentie on also and Wabwa on Nemrantiano.
No, we have a lot of players in Nigeria, so we need to give a chance to a lot of players they can show us their quality. So it's difficult to me to talk about other things about the pitch, you know. So I can tell you something.
Nigeria head coach and all this and 72 Jan in that tonight say Ghana Jollof no and say Nigeria Jollof no and benya the blacking right now they say opinion or that Ghana your football association no Mr. Kate ES or Kreku or in some baby and so etimi etuja na niswadi hunu o say football ne kra no Ghana for de bia mu dina temo kasa munkan hunu say baby obefa football no e free ye no e ho na ese mo de access no.
Well, I think that the foremost was and has been to revive the sport, because with the passage of time it looks like we all forget where the sport was when we were given a chance to serve. we took over a dead sport, a sport that had been damaged, a sport whose image had been lost, and a sport that needed heavy investment. This was the state of our football. And therefore, we accepted the challenge, and we knew from day one that there was a need for us to stay together. There was a need of hard work to be invested in that revival journey, and that has been the.
And so a president, the Ghana Football Association, Mr. Edwin Okrekuna de San 72 or say na football baby obefa no na chese football no obi ampe na eyade se enye fempo e no obefa na so Ghana for sorry na omo kase obaye no onye hwe enso e ho no no de San 7 no etudwa na okasafa ye football ecosystem ne ho.
The vision has been not only to revive a sport, but to create a very sustainable football ecosystem. And to be able to do that, we knew that it would take time. We also knew that to arrive at this destination, we'll have highs and lows. We also knew that we needed every stakeholder, private sector, public sector, the government, the football family, to stay together, to work together, to arrive at that desired.
Entino Keto Kraku and I did to draw Ochema. Na omo be ye adwuma ni nyina omo be fa adwuma na omo nim se e be take time and san omo dru omo destination and afen so no omo nim se omo be hia obia enso e wo on board na mom no ye ayese ni refi ni ho kakra no na di tu dwa se ontimi ni natamfo enso enya adwuma ntie ne ya wo se ohia obia on board no minim de curtain so person odi na asem no ekosinti no da china no ye tena se ya ye de mo enso ebebrew ewo eye president nsema ono nso ere atudwa na Grace Momwame na momame eye Commander Griffiths endra ni video na ye de ho nsem ebetudwa na ekoso ewo baabi ani no Momwame na memame sa video no yes aha video we no na ye football na nkasa de bese empanyimfo na omudi agro na anim no omure ye fi omu kakra by this time esenka communicate ababonten a akoye a wahuri adidie SSM Kebian ka rest akoso na yentie kodoko fan na o alete Commander Griffiths se bibi koso ewo kodoko ponim ene tola ne ye deputy equipment officer edema Asante Kotoko onim se isi Isa Medu oye equipment officer for Asante Kotoko or Blasters camp ewo London entini deputy tola ena okache omu se bibi koso wo ponim ene kofa sa video we ho nsem no ebae yentie abrante
le bone ayede
ayede say
eti me kwa me bigira ona me no mo me ne kasa na me hu say man nega bi ejina Fred no so ekuta hank me nim de no o hank wode ne nampo na se eti me Fred commander ene tola say akwa na de bibi yede ene nampo na se ntomu nya dai mo mehwe o wana da bia ni fo ne yede ebe o bi ni upon the sea pole bi enu na achi no still an yes
what's our be holu ni
what's our be holu ni so yes o
oh
gidi o tipa be say
no enso eye abrante no eno ena o alete commander ene tora sesisi ano akwa bi ni nampo mu o na mo hwe na mo nyini mfiri o na ekofa sa video we enso etimi ebaye no na ye boge ni wie no endra lawyer Safudu kunsem no kan no na edoso ye pa edikan okasafa Asante Kotoko technical team no wo se adwuma de Ghana fo mo hu adwuma omo ye
Libya got to go ahead of them. And all the decent chances are all the dangerous moves are. Every time I say go, get here. Unfortunately, match officials 89 declared it. Someone you watch the match. Who said tactically Libya got to go ahead of them.
Ene de sansa no etuja se bon mo hebi mu de wa Asante Kotoko e dominate game no no we no de tuja se referees no oma na deny Asante Kotoko 3 points no
all the way from Martin I'm master to my idea. Game in again. We have himself. I'm about to rock. Official, clear, and straight. the point.
Enti no we ma munim say ye korobi asante koroko e wo baabi ani na lawyer sabre ya wa waje atum say referees are robbing me there mo be lodge official complaint to the FA ana
The authorities will be ashamed. We continue to complain to them. To the hope that never better. They say there and same crime Emma man for cry for football. The money na mo e Emma and the man football. The best say DFA all the bodies and permanent.
Santegro communication director lawyer Safuduku and this answer no enso etuja na ye no yewra western region na sisi a western region no first no nanka bonofo ne dominative football na western for ne so eye adwuma ne papa say Samates or after say Mediama J League no Samates nso abeje na omo division 2 ne ba ewie no Suapon Fidelity omo qualified to division 1 omoba na omoba no omochema adwuma den and omoba be next season ya ye be hu omo next 2 season e wo Ghana Premier League na
e kanu baako enya nod e bo ye MTN Africa ye Mediama Asia run 32 ye di kan say ana omotie omode penalties eye and aside that ya bo high profile matches any kotoko Lagos cities mu nyina abo any Samates abo
enti eno kasamafo edema Suapon Fidelity eno de tuja say preparation no bibia koye omone asante koroko mu nyina abo omo enso entimi anhye omo ntie begina we so na ye de F7 enso asia
Ejekum Blankson Orlando eno no Sir Prince mama yenwure mu na yenhwe fie ni nsem mo Keto Kreku ensamo de tuja baby opeke yen football ni free ye yeah analysis on him yeah kasa so why ade so onya ade baby the football na baby duru ni nyina no yenhwe baby offer yen football di free and sana ya kan wonsem say
yeah Paris minya ntie bi the free the camp of the Black Stars okay. Dr. Randy Abi GFA boss and Utuado we are hearing some things say as a in Tawantawa kakra course between some players that were called. Now with these things no Ayana mission see. You see, Enwa I was making a statement here. Emma unsa Apostle Kwabamu Emma na explanation we are trying to get the proper explanations to it. But Mimi DNA the worry I'm having right now no. Look, we all understand. Any FIFA sanction or maybe a CAF sanction and I say any tournament be because a holding that much of interest or person change na I said the Black Stars of Ghana team call no perform day ni munyambia na I don't know so what's the point I'm making us here. But with all these things said, if what the coach is telling us and they say players be our from mobile and he wants to see and examine them the way forward for the Black Stars. And if he says these things, then aside the coach so okay. If the coach is saying, say players be more turn inside the four more, say no supposed to make it that statement. Say coaches ni be one more. Obi a winning nas no be or no was studying the kakra all person one share the way forward, and coach no to make it that statement now. Say or person one share the way forward. Some players be near there to examine them and all those things. So it makes me wonder if this is what the coach is saying. Say players not turn inside for ni be one more person or examiner. Then it brings to my understanding. Say Ghana Premier League na nkasani enshedam value ni. Just like we've always been saying, the reason why I may bring this argument, I don't want to sound as a say argumentative and I don't want to sound like that, but I want to say this thing.
So we are in
yeah, yes, me person sounded that. I want to bring up some points via me who say if this is the statement, then players now from call the Black Stars from the local side no, it's so. Because once you can establish the fact say at this stage of the competition. Na say clubs name or more players no kwan MIF for omo call at this stage of the competition obi anim say obi pe survivor obi pe league na gene ade but we have also established the point say we are there now these are the moments players ni be here clubs ni be here no matimi am omo players ni be a part of the Black Stars because this is where you start nurturing one kasawi interaction with the Black Stars on the match no and they say no kotoko player friend de koi house player friend de ko nations player friend de ko mediama player friend de ko no it will in a long term pave way for them. Say at the forefront, say they could do a proper tournament. Bia we can say do Unity Cup here. The next ebi okoboy no impress. Kakanti involved in the if you establish that point,
so when you that exposure at the national level,
you establish that point in a way. Na see who say enunti who here. Why is it then say CNA me no ka say no the Black Stars no who is the number 1 goalkeeper? Is it not established now per the recent games boy say Benjamin Asare na bedem. Established because of the current games boy. And if that is made I was wondering why some players be from St. Patrick Muni did their goalkeepers were called. Meanwhile you before say your best friend Benjamin Asare ne kwa no ni aka goalkeepers ni bebre ho asem wo krom ha. Kobi mo ya come asembebre e wo kroma say the kind of performances they are making no any little chance biana ebebe biano we should be calling them. There are some players defenders na midfielders bia ya come asembebre especially so Steven Amanko na cry ya can asembebre. This was to be a perfect time for him. See ebe friend tie dey make us any Brekum Chelsea. There's nothing they are fighting for right now. Once we keep saying it. Say no, on one fighting relegation, on one fighting for the league title. Into on only the offering the players bear 5 kwana. In the normal sense, no, and should I affect the team no. On point time be making no. And to set players no, we have the chance to call them, and if only we want to see.
But one merit a call up ana.
Sana say and say ya ba pair.
One merit a call up. Say, see a friend mo play bien hard no.
I understand. Joseph Tetana from St. Patrick's Athletic from Ireland. I'm not saying say Abia or a bad goalkeeper, but listen to this point. If we are able to call someone from that part, why not our very own consistently? When the bet me I say Kobe, bear 2 years ni on your consistent Ghana Premier League. Everyone knows this. On the person mention. So if you're able to do this, near the opportunity to some people be what names need because we want in that if you're able to give those opportunities, why then are we not giving it to the local boys now? You can't want to be brain. So for me, I think it's a statement now penny for Nanka so Monday ban contradicted with how you see who near man.
Filippo. Bema. Yakobo Unity Cup and we are playing against Nigeria, Trinidad and Tobago and what have you. Now, guess what? Tournaments na Yakobo in general, no? There are things say. Now, nations na Yako compete against, no? Omo collapse, no? How are the collapse like? And I just went through Jamaica national team, no? Meaning say Jamaica currently is under Steve McLaren. So Jamaica bought a serious tournament, but say the Gold Cup in CONCACAF, and now say or competing for a World Cup qualifier or players or from. But because there's a Unity Cup in there's an arena or a space with which SO try players Afina as a touch now Tomuso. It the same applies to Ghana. Say you know, me see a story about Felix Afnajan of Juventus next generation. And somebody say we are giving Felix Afnajan the chance to once again watch Ghana for acquire or merit a call up in the Black Stars. Yes, the moment at the time is right. But Meno, you see, when this boy rose or bar limelight in with AS Romano, I say hype no call too much. And besides sometimes when players of such stature started say omu puli apa. One club no bono air factor. The minutes under his belt, and again, players on you compete within that little space, and also a factor. And so, Felix Afnajana, your game against Nigeria, the World Cup qualifiers, prior to the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, was when Omeki, that is, or born a full game, Edemana Black Stars. From there on, Oyeraye for some time. Into this, a chance for him to once again, Obet Ghanaians, say he has come of age again. Press was making an argument for our local lads. Meno, your Black Stars, it looks like sometimes a much ado about nothing. I say we running in circles. You start say A, you better do Z. Now you see by A. Sani your progress now quite. So what watch your teams now? Normally in recent times, problem your Black Stars neta nyana say. You nim say this is the core. And in recent time games I have been in your core no. Benjamin Asare na ada. In Benjamin Asare and Karen Lloyd, the Black Stars #1. But constantly, when we make collapse, say you make it collapse ade e time hu ne say players no mo ye new na be from into the squad no ye more that opportunity because the Unity Cup no me na me expect to say ye hu new face sets all together so that every nation be a very successful no e plan B. When Germany acquired the 2014 World Cup omo the Confederations Cup in 2017 there was the squad was virtually new. The only face was Julian Draxler onope now ono kra no anya part of the main team and they went to win the Confederations Cup again. Into Germany be strong ese enya foundations bi na ye hu said Antoine Semenyo ni wa we na airborne ese enya every position bia no yenya players are like omoye likely omoye good so we ni wa we na ho there should be order of chronology and the Ghana Black Stars and lucky into no me some of the players here transfer from no I will not sit here and argue about their call-up whether meritocratically no omu deserve the call-up and omu deserve. But my bigger worry and picture as a Ghanaian and say normally your free players are sometimes nobody will say you are a new player but tournament because you're in Nigeria what's a word and say there is no friendly between Ghana and Nigeria no correct. There is no friendly between Brazil and Argentina. There is no friendly between Germany and that is England. But then no, sometimes omo crowd so omo friendly match bia omunya chance to try players be omo share national team against Nida. And we been say acquire at the Unity Cup. Now locally down the down stories no in Super Fidelity are qualified. Say no Division 1 omo number representing the Western region. Now Western region oba ye down south wa from the Takwa Secondita Krade any Enzema Sefi any Wasawono. Say no team and Super Fidelity and are qualified. But sometimes you see Debia Mekase you will play men. You will sikafone you will play men. So when you play man I want to mean your football club. The man I'm talking about, your friend Anab Watson, he is the owner, the club owner in Super Fidelity. And he's already surrounded by men almost a bulldogs, I must say. Oh, mono, a band say, yes, Canadian top player bigger. I can tell you for a fact that this man can do a Premier League club. And even in Division 2, no, Menoka say, oh, stadium, that small village. In Siopunu. In Siopunu is a secluded village. But oh, stadium, Siopunu. And this a man, and he understands the nitty-gritties of football. What's a football, a human asipa. And then the team now qualify. Or that is Division 1. Congratulations to him. Sweden All Blacks also qualify from the Division 1 and the Oba Premier League. That is a very good one.
Medase. Apostle.
Well, the FA president, few things. First of all, your football then you're dead. You remember the Normalization Cup? Okai Kotoko Eco Confederation Cup. Kotoko is the group with Zesco United, Nkana, and Hilal. Okay.
Mikaipa.
In fact, a match at Kotoko Babara Sports Stadium, match after the only disappointing game was against Hilal, where Kotoko was expected to win, not qualify. So, yes, your normalization, your football no se be a do baby no na and some na connect kuyi. Anti your normalization. Say yes, a binding FIFA cambo no more manchi pa a daddy. So time no na we're having competition. That's what I'm saying. All the Premier League 16 club participate in the Normalization Cup. That led to going to a friend saying Confederation and cars of going to Champions League. So yes, be wa na se be enye juma. What do you say? We are one as Ubema wa. Nessa Ubema and Timmy sorry. That's what it means. So we are football name we. But now we are the challenge, administrative challenge. And then don't forget, say, now already Ankasa, we were coming from an expose. So that on record, the football no way. Of course, baby, I never from normalization, but a challenger, a say, OTS, say, will be our baby for Ghana football, be an OTS, Sebio, a Jubanosun. Because now a year succession plan from Kwesinya Techi to Keto Kreku. It was abrupted. And they see a shall see So that fact is admitted. But Eno does not take away the fact that Senyema B Air Koswa is 5 years now. Election 2019. Physician and surgeon. An election I was deeply involved in. From that time to now, yes. Sebasa ye free players to under 17, under 20, and blast and then kuya. That has nothing to do with the fact that you're just 5 years old. That nothing to do with that. And no has something to do with say mo chre integ no kredie e wo dwumedie no. Adwuma no so many abrese mo tutu ni ye. Issues of your Premier League referees outstanding sika. You have to sponsorship any league. That has nothing to do with that challenge to some extent. It's 5 years. And you're 1 year, 2 years. It's 5 years. So very important, sir. Baby, I mean, but baby, I am fan to perspective. As you speak now, one of my major headaches over my 2.5 decades in this job. I say, your clubs, no, or acquisition techi try. Or the EPL, see you Bagana. Now, a car boy, Mire and a Hui and some a Brazilian player, another American player, Tom Ghanaian players. What am I saying? I say, Effie, I said there to make sure say clubs no anyanti asiabo. Acquire fastwa one kasa baby omo no mudibombe timia stati se sponsorship gramba acquire fastwa one kasa can identify businesses within their localities. Eno enye efie dodo a wo buy obetra ho. Clubs most of the Premier League clubs omo in ma community who say club no yomo dia. So you see investment Mr. Chemeye or Brekum Arsenal compared to Brekum Chelsea, sorry, Brekum Arsenal fan base because Yakubu Moro made the team theirs. It's so important and so critical. Emma Sebi Omo committed to the team than before. Debi America, baby Abechemo, it's a farming enclave. It's a farming enclave.
Yeah, the hunters.
What investment are they doing in animal farming?
Okay.
There are basic investment that a club can start with. It doesn't cost them much. In 5-10 years. By the same 5-10 years, the same club on top player Baku, Esan Dikabebre. By 5-10 years, that small investment will grow into something bigger. But these things must be taught. Who are the people who are the helm of the affairs of your clubs? It's a major issue I've been raising. Because all more running club, except on say football or casa. Then some more run some muti casa nasi. Football has its language. You were near my come. And son now who the result as it is. I of a come. What goes on behind the scene in football is huge. The caliber of Nkrofo Audi Eddie with team nenim no amwa nim de want tiasia one namoto ambetimia to abua club no. It's very critical or else Sebi what's the Sandy Park so running club no more. It's fundamental. Football club, we don't just run it, they're like any organization. And you'll be I can never find a running organization. No. They panel a certain level of expertise or experience one tiasia or dino cre. These things, look, from these things are not in regularly here country clubs. So your clubs now be very lazy. Every time when they finish sponsor you, now where? What are you generating yourself eternally? The expenditure of the clubs on nearby items, you have no idea how it be terrible. But it comes back to the same point. Who are the wrong people running the clubs? Fa a DN Kotuam when him enfa. I dream no crown ni panetrim no crapo sebi. Efa na motona tunu. It's not right. So yes, there are challenges. But near my mabobosu, you don't need 20 years to be in power, 10 years or to send your money. You have 5 players who are under 17 and 20. SM make sure our national character, the best players in the form. The best players in Ghana, just like in the past year. And the found coach, Beba coach, because in the past we check here, and found coach, Beba coach, because so far as you didn't know, you rise at the BIO finals. 91 final, 93 final, 95 final, 97 final, but different coaches. Different. JS Par 93. Coach Amadi 95. He got from 97. So it's the same result, different people, but the approach is consistent. So you have fair players under 20, some of them, because no attachment. No attachment. How can you call a player when you're attached? You see, those are the issues. So, the challenges we appreciate that when you're challenges. But challenge Ben Obenya say, make sure the players are from that somebody the national stars of our senior national team. When that happens, no matter your behavior, because one for the right place. That's the major problem we have. Where more has not to do the challenges nearby. Me, as somebody who is into sponsorship, meaning how difficult it is to get sponsorship. Any proposal. A lot of you journalists make that mistake. Don't go there. Sponsorship is not proposal, about networking. Networking is key. Proposal not just cement discussion. Many Prince Akoye and Renyumri. Our to proposal no, and no the process to establish Niayako Kano. But said you want to be bano because Sabeji you want to nipan unim sebe in communion say come. And you want to inform Aqua. You never got the answer. Your name might be a come. That's what I'm saying that if you have how many of our team?
No, maybe Brio Hall was so young.
Yeah, clubs, how many of them are serious marketing officer or some who understand this language? Yes. Your language be what? So then 50,000, maybe a 30,000 about company. No. That's the reality.
For sure.
20 microphone a year Jumama deal no buy. But the person must understand this language. So we have a big deficit in terms of these issues that must be told the clubs, and then the caliber of microphone more running a club.
Okay.
When we don't do that, Herbert Mensah came to this country. When I get our back, do you understand what I'm saying? So, Sebio, I'm saying it's not rocket science. But Herbert, because he has network, Vodacom. But they have a CUR or one network. So it was easy for Kodoko to go and play Vodacom Challenge Tournament. How many even qualified to go and play? That is what network. How many of the Ipom running club and then local league have network, powerful network? How many of them? You can say anything about Nana and Ponza, but he had a network.
Yeah.
Obaka the one sponsorship.
Sure.
A networking. His government was in power. He was networked with the people in there.
Okay. That is Apostle Jeffrey Asare Enono. And see, and just a football. In this life, if you have the network, if you have that connection, you are good to go. Well, Yema Ghana Fonso Embremena Yeni Enkomo. Efri Amanone Nkoma Yedie Edibebe Sifie Nkoma Yedie Efa Sama Hudo Bebre Hon on Sobra Ne Nkasa. Telisa Cash and no the most convenient platform obefa so send sika komadofo oba wo school odofo bi opesa mane ne kakra what ko fan krofo e so a dia e betie free so no orebe ho enti Telecel say you see your app no and now say just dial *110# that fee first send sika for komodofo dekeke o send ya empo to different network ya to kitwe bi nemom say if you Telecel to Telecel e free so we use Telecel play app na e 0551 931 931 Ghana 4 and shall say na yin komo. First caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Yes sir, boss mpacho we didn't be free.
Amba mena se unia Solomon
Abi solo
okay. Ajate wanzamle. Na from power to say one kemango de janof. Amba memo unia bega phone na amba so pa. Na eno so Liverpool atitampo a yeji eni yeji league na yeji eni na eye team bi supporter bi ya. So one just say yeji league ni yeji eni. Na o ti ka e ti fire so. Ye ho be bia ta supporter no wo free. what I say you want England now what League 20 Liverpool Super League 20 there equal nti ya wo yɛn nti support the result mention wo so obetwi ka e dey for you moto trip ya be kunkum yɛn yɛ humo pa be dia mo free ba mo na ikomanse tante protocol team so yɛ mo yɛ ba kale mzito e wona ne technical team no am so ba no say players no e ka so ogum tan no say practice ha players no final this time rocket points na omo bo from 90 first one to 90 minutes ombo so tam ba say e wo energy no wo e say players no mu nya practical trainer and the Yamopet Katrina, you are a Sabati or Pomode, Apon, Kodia, Bokomat, and Lukotimino.
Okay.
Let us say,
Mr. Medase, Solono, young fan scholar. Hello, good morning.
Emba, Awa.
Yes, sir.
Anane Kusu Kojuku.
Anane Fache, yes, Wedna Swache, Yanko.
And the places and 5 from Mabasolina Tedmano. Now, my member, if Wabaso, Liverpool Wabaso, and drop a little Conan watching. Na man you for never can for ndra that things me move akuna kwa sai ni it's normal so who team enko ye na obi so get na ba ji bi na so ojina ni a ni kwa so ko bi kan na na temu we nti man go liwa pu abas na kan tre ye pin for no nti ye bi transfer na to master na from pin for so to e hu bi dia ipu kwa no oji league no wa sa se so san bi mo to e den ye zren pin for sa feature mo mo nyalo kulu last year am go to ba so no ya fi musa quality my national league 20 na ya bre ya da ya di ta ngwa mi san aren sempre di fuano dan za so ma membo ho united any so for na baso pandona am ka ubi papa mo ma baso so ta ko sa mbaga na pinali no baso omba na mo league ni
okay me da say eno eh yenu anane kunsu no so de bae next caller good morning
Ipacho mi Johnson
boss mpacho wudi no e bia frefre
Ipacho mi din de Hamza. Mi faka se free.
Hamza enkwe.
Na mamintia Mr. Benjamin Obe Sekire. Former Ashanti Regional Secretary Chairman. Mamintia na pana mona baso. Na utie uloka score na. Kitu kukute wayaki wo de Ghana League na kudu everybody en kudu baby. Na yen kali bi Ghana League na wanyeta na ogai. Na yesi di tane before say obebano na yengo ko tinya techiwo fo na hwese na attraction na Ghana League ne tie
hello
Ghana League no hwese ba tie
Hamza
ana normalization ba normalization ipo ba no na kotoko Africa normalization ba na kotoko Africa hwe enthusiasm na ewo masia na obeki league obeki ye utimi ka se wo don fo atamfo fo nyaduma do de wo de wo mo twa wo chi a fo no ko na do bi yetin na blaster eko wo de show ko se de chi won blaster ko World Cup eko Cup of Nations eko ba dia bi je qualify ba ko be so mu no World Cup ye qualify bi Cup of Nations ya blaster ko team bia no da ba ya na team bia no wa successful e wo kana handa keto keku na team ni na ya basa and o de Ghana football the coach is referee and it's team e wa with me you go see the scam who referee now this season you may say let's match win don't be suspect to bet 12 matches and when any fans here Ghana football what be say Ghana football to je no and go start on the oban no chia je do yen ko to wa o clear go what the nyi bo ko on be bo on be bo what the nyi and on be sikotoko we must deny from winning the league
okay
now you get bold you say yeah more them now why bold here get the young for ball free give me normalization to buy normalization for no me get no it okay what the Ghana football you ko ka o menka
erase
yes my problem here ma wa
Hamza Mobi Sumrebi
hello
good morning
Power
yes sir
ni di ni ahun blase
hey be God
ciao papa pe
hey be God meti un kanche o
Ndé ize kura ye monitor we duma penti e chedi ampo o ma won koso to pedi e won koso na o boy duma papa na power sakra ye kan say ye koso supporters nje no kurenya me ye ni league ni ye ni anya kura na enye ye nwanwa na timbi won kan ha na minim sen kuro be ni about top 4 bet match kemwa ni tim ne won kan na do ni about top 4 ni bi and no na supporters ne ba o kan wasem na ha sim ne egu na no kurenya me ni Ghana football go egu ni na ye rest for kwanya ye kwaso
handle your referee, and yet, na Ghanaian referee kwa kutipo, na yetimi the call, abreno or practical. No, it's me as I could be martin. It's your best you like that. Now, Dauruma, Nipping, only making sure the Ghanaian referee no before me. Now, referee could be mine. First, 3 months, 4 months, you will be now, something wrong with the Mudu back. I asked you to say a bang. You racket what Ghana football, your best. And yet, last time, one Ghana, your best. Be God. That's our name, as remember. Fortunately, also,
be God. And no, Yamfa, a friend from Sodian in Sia. Now, Yan wrap up with the embed this, no. Yenuya Ajenim Giovanni, and I'll say off a platform way, so I wish Titi a happy belated birthday. Son of King Louis, photo, good. And then, Eya Kurawe Awada. Happy birthday and come out Titi. Eradi Yankopon Inshira Norma Osuri Nyansa. Next, Eya Emmanuel Kufuo of Adanse Akrofrum. We senior brother, any Orlando near Kumani. And there, Eya birthday. Happy birthday. And come out Emmanuel Kufuo. Next, Eya Samira Akwarei 84 years. And there, from Wanka, your friend said Bruno Jr. or your training. Happy birthday to you, Samira. 4 years today. And then the final one, Derek Frimpong, aka Psychology of Obuase. Psycho for happy birthday, Enko Emma Derek Frimpong, aka Psychology. Happy birthday. I'm much grateful unto the Lord. Indeed, God has been good to me. We every Mr. Wack and also for platform we so now young we show happy birthday. On this note, you draw the curtains down on today's show. Nyankopon ya adom ne Kristo amba e chena so e dafo fro ye besan so e di ehia. On behalf of the entire sports team, we say thank you for being part of this show. From MCR, Kwabena Asante, Afi Kukua, and Obapa Grace, Apostle Jeffrey Asari, Philip Inkumsa, Sir Prince, Orlando, Mr. Wack, and myself. Again, a million times, thank you for being part of this show. Bye-bye.